The world of celebrity relationships is always intriguing, and there are usually so many stories to tell. They're always in the spotlight and people notice them. When they see couples or a star husband by their side, people often wonder why they made that decision. Some interviewers have found that stars generally want to preserve the audience's loyalty while keeping the profits flowing. These relationships are always positioned as pure love, but when it comes to evidence, that sometimes finances play a part and cause breaking up. Either way, we can't just help but wonder if these couples were never in love with one another at all. Or is it just a ruse to get money? Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the world's biggest gold diggers. More often, we see more and more young women marrying men who are old enough to be their fathers or grandfathers because they have a lot of money to afford the lifestyle they want. The wives are just trophies for some of these men, and they're simply ATMs for the wives. Even though these women have not won billions, they have definitely spent billions during the span of their relationships, and one can only imagine what life must have been like for them. Number 9. Anna Nicole Smith. The world's most famous gold digger wife, Anna Nicole Smith, met an oil tycoon, J. Howard Marshall, when she was only 24 years old, while working as a stripper. Smith and Marshall quickly married, and she was catapulted into a lifestyle of wealth and luxury. She soon gained notoriety for her lavish spending habits and bold personality. Marshall passed away after 13 months. Anna Nicole Smith made headlines again, being part of a lengthy legal battle over inheritance money from Marshall's estate that lasted nearly 14 years until 2011. The court ruled 6-3 in favor of Anna, awarding her much less than what she had requested, but still giving her $465 million. Her accidental overdose at the age 39 devastated her finances, leaving no money for herself. However, due to the will of her daughter, Danielle Lynn, she was able to leave behind an inheritance that could barely be restrained. Irving was only served 26 when she started out back in Hollywood and began dating Steven Spielberg in 1976. But 4 years later, she cheated on him with co-star on Honeysuckle Rose, Willie Nelson. During the waning years of her career, she rekindled her romance with Spielberg and they married in 1985. Unfortunately, this relationship ended tragically 4 years later when Spielberg's prenuptial agreement was unable to hold in court, and Amy managed to get herself $100 million from the divorce. Number 8. Courtney Love. Courtney Love has been controversial since forever. She's known for her outlandish behavior and outspoken nature, which has both gotten her in hot water with fans and the media several times. But she's also won some major awards for her work as an actress and musician, including 2 Grammy nominations. While it can't be denied that Courtney Love is a star, her legacy will always remain intertwined with Kurt Cobain's life story, for better or worse. Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love were both hot couple of the 90s. They started dating in 1989 and married a few months later. Cobain ended up taking his own life in 1984 after Love introduced him to heroin, and so many people blame her, and some speculate that she deliberately took his life. Since his death, Courtney has been able to be the sole keeper of Cobain's legacy. She is responsible for maintaining the rights to all Nirvana's music and merchandise. She also has inherited Cobain's fortune of around $200 million when he left Nirvana in 1994. Number 7. Oksana Grigoreva. Igor Baran, the Russian lawyer who Oksana Grigoreva married for a mere 3 months in 1989 before meeting Mel Gibson in 2007. After marrying British artist Nicholas Rowland in 1992, she left him for Timothy Dalton. 4 years later, after breaking up with Dalton, she met Gibson, got pregnant the same year, and married him in 2009. Oksana managed to win $750 million in a lawsuit against Gibson after alleging that he assaulted and abused her. She also received child support payments. Oksana never seemed to find true contentment in life, instead finding temporary pleasures that soon faded away. That being said, there's always something tragic about how isolated she felt when all was done and dusted. Number 6. Heather Mills. Former Beatles drummer and solo artist Paul McCartney and model Heather Mills were married in 2002 when he was 60. The duo divorced 9 years later in 2008. And Mills walked away with a reported $18 million for their marriage. Rumors have it that the settlement included $25,000 per day of marriage, which is about $3 million every 3 months. Because Mills tapped his phone illegally to gain information on McCartney, her stories began falling apart soon after. Our publicist also quit because she felt Mills is a calculated liar and gold digger after realizing how much she had been misguided. The recent years of Mills' life have been turbulent and volatile. She has been caught in a number of public scandals and controversies, from her involvement with an animal rights group to her allegations against McCartney. Number 5. Kimora Lee Simmons. It is clear that Kimora Lee Simmons is not your typical gold digger. She married Russell Simmons not just to make money, but to take control of his entire fashion empire. She did not accept just a settlement amount after the separation. As a result, she turned one of his company's fat forms into a reality TV show, which has successfully launched her career to be into the billions. The couple split up in 2008, and Russell had to pay her $40,000 a month and buy her a new car every 3 months. She's currently thought to have a net worth of between $190 to $200 million. Kimora is now the president and creative director of Just Fabulous, a membership-based online shopping website focused on providing its members with access to fashion trends and designer labels. Number 4. Ivana Trump. At the time of Donald Trump's meeting in 1976, Ivana was a member of the New York City group of models. The gold digger label was immediately applied to when, they got married, knowing she had married Alfred Winkelmeyer for the Austrian passport during their 20-something years of marriage. Ivana did not hesitate to take advantage of Trump's luxuries. Donald Trump and Ivana had a rather tumultuous marriage. The two eventually divorced in 1990, which was quite messy given the amount of money involved and Ivana's allegations that Donald had physically abused her during their time together. The divorce was a huge cash grab for Ivana. She received a $20 million settlement, a $14 million home, and $350,000 in annual alimony. Number 3. Blac Chyna. If you're not familiar with the Blac Chyna Tegan Kylie drama, Chyna was once a stripper before she became a celebrity and before she became linked with Tegan. Despite not requesting child support, Chyna seemed to be making a lot of money by being able to sustain her lifestyle while having a child to raise. Even though she did not request child support, it was questioned whether Tegan's relationship with Kylie Jenner was genuine when Blac Chyna engaged Kylie's brother Rob while Tegan was dating Kylie Jenner. The couple split 6 months after their daughter was born. Rob currently pays $240 million annually in child support and $20,000 in a month in alimony. It's not clear how Tegan and Chyna got along currently. However, in the media, they seem to be on cordial terms. Even though things were heated at first, no doubt because of their shared history, both parties have acted civilly towards each other. Number 2. Amber Heard. As Amber Heard knows, Heard wasn't an accomplished actress when she married Johnny Depp. Several people speculated that she married him only for money and to launch her career, which proved true when she landed a lead role in Aquaman, claiming that Depp had been abusive to her. Voice recordings demonstrate the opposite was true. In the recordings, Heard admits to being violent and owning up to her actions. She also expresses remorse for what she put Depp through, leading many people to question why she would accuse him of abuse if it wasn't true. The truth is that Heard wanted out of the marriage but knew that ending it would be not easy due to the prenuptial agreement that they signed before getting married. Number 1. Ellen Nordegren. It was Ellen Nordegren's job to care for Tiger Woods and his children before becoming his wife. Following her move to the States, they met at the 2001 Open Championship. They married for 6 years before his cheating scandal resurfaced, and Nordegren filed for divorce immediately. In the divorce settlement, she took home $100 million. What started out as a marriage of love turned into something that would have far-reaching implications for Nordegren. She became the public face of infidelity and now has to live with being known in certain circles as Tiger Woods' ex-wife. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the celebrity gossips. Don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for upcoming videos.